Why do you feel so passionately about this?
Because I know there's an agenda.
What's the agenda?
The agenda is pay-per-mile next, then it's electric, then it's car sharing, then it's reduced private ownership of vehicles, then all these cameras were always going to be for the police. It's for surveillance. You think it's going to be used to prevent crime, but it's actually going to be linked to when we go to digital ID with our digital currency, all linked to our carbon footprint, essentially a credit scoring system.
Sir, do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
She was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black. I didn't know she was black.
Oh. This is strange. Ay. Yo. What? Ay.
Hi, we're the Illuminati.
Hi. Hello. Hi. So we heard about your big special. We are very excited.
Yeah, thanks. Me too.
Yeah, but before you can do a special on a major cable network, we're going to need you to sign some things.
Okay, sounds good.
We're also going to need you to swear a blood oath to us and our cause. And if you violate this oath, we're going to murder you and everyone that you love.
Got it. Great.
You'll also need to pledge your soul to Baphomet. He's this god that we all worship.
Okay. He looks pretty cool. He's like a crazy goat man kind of thing.
Now, we will need you to include some of our messaging in your program.
Oh, okay. So you mean like there's going to be a commercial sponsor or something?
No, nothing tacky like that. No, we just want you to have some, self-destructive themes. Like we use a lot of hip-hop artists to glorify violence and drugs, pop stars to push materialism, country acts to instill suspicion of education.
Oh, okay. That sounds cool.
We'll also need to film you in a lewd act with a minor to use as blackmail if you ever think of telling anyone about anything that happened here today.
Now, could I self-tape that, or is that something that you'd want me to shoot here?
We'd like you to do that here.
Yeah. Well, finally, we're going to need a suicide note in your own handwriting, just in case things get crazy.
I actually might have...
So someone said that they found this inside of the United Nations wall, y'all. Now, hold up. Now, we all need to peep one thing real quick, right? Peep how they got something outside of the ice wall. Do y'all see that, right? And then they have another ice wall that surrounds this ice wall, right? And I know by this time we all seen the old maps, you feel me, that said that there was all these different islands outside of all the different rings and shit. And this is clearly inside of the building, right? Now another thing, peep this. Y'all see this circle around that shit, right? Those are the different phases of the sun and the moon, yo. I'm trying to tell y'all. Now, I think, y'all, that the equator is literally like the travel path of the sun type shit. Like, you feel me? Like, think about this, right? In the North Pole, you can basically see the sun 24/7, right? Pete, you could be able to see it go all the way around. Oh my God!
But I believe today the most serious evil organization on the face of the earth is the Vatican. You're talking the Knights of Malta, which gave us the 6 men who founded the CIA in America, were all Catholics, members of the Knights of Malta. When you begin to look at the banking fraternities in America, like the Bank of America, Union Bank in California, all of these people who founded these banks and today are running the banking establishment are all Knights of Malta. Catholic Masonry. All the kings and rulers in Europe rule by the divine right. It's called the divine right of kings. What are you talking about? Who represents divine to give the king the right? The Pope. The Pope appoints certain families to be over the French. The Pope appoints certain people to be over the Germans and over the British. And so by divine right. Why? Because the Pope represents God. And the Pope says that this family is holy and that they should rule. And therefore they could now say they rule by divine right.
This 1775 Bible shows that March is actually the first month of the year. And Sunday, yes, you heard right, is the first day of the week. The first month of the year is March. Look at all the way to the end, guys. There's 13 months. 13 months. First day of the week, Sunday. Second day, Monday. Look at that. Seventh day or seven. Saturday. This is the proof right here. I've always been a curious soul, but not in the way you'd expect from scholars or historians. My explorations take place from the comfort of my own home, often late into the night, guided by the soft glow of my laptop screen. This is how I ended up watching a video by Mark Pyers.
Here's a rare photo of Tupac from 1993. Here's a photo of Tupac in 1995. As you can see, this Tupac has a cut on his face, and this Tupac does not have no cut on his face. How is this possible?
Really can reach in with facts. You don't believe in science. You don't believe in experts. You don't believe in research. You don't believe in data. You believe in conspiracy theories.
With all due respect, Representative, your party can't define what a woman is, so please don't talk to me about science.
Mr. Chairman, I respectfully, this person's...
Oh, it's weird. Look at the Tesla logo, my friends. Does it look like the Baphomet? No, I don't think so. It's crazy stuff. You think, leave your comments. Look at all this relationship between the weird logos of social media stuff and other symbols, my friend, in the occultic world. This is unbelievable stuff. No, even in the cartoon, my friends, they get to show weird stuff that look like these things in real life. What is real now? Is it... this is so strange. Look at this. These are some celebrities, known people in cartoons and movies. All of them, they are doing weird and strange stuff. This is quite strange. Look at a photo of the Vatican. Oh, in this episode, we have gotten to see lots of weird and crazy stuff about this place, you see? And now
it really doesn't matter if Donald Trump or Donald Duck wins the US elections. It really doesn't matter if Kamala Harris or Kermit the Frog wins. Our rabbis teach us, Lev Malachim v'sarim biyad Hashem. The hearts of kings and ministers are in the hands of God. When it comes to international affairs, anything that impinges on the future of this world, Donald Trump, Kamala Harris have no freedom of choice. They become like puppets. And who pulls the strings of those puppets? We do, the Jewish people. God set up this world in such a way that our every action, for the good or the not so good, ascends through all the spiritual worlds above this world to the highest possible places in creation. It makes an effect there, and then the power of that action descends back down all through those worlds to this, the lowest physical world, and becomes a physical reality. For example, someone keeps...
All roads lead to Rome. The underworld, drug trafficking, meddling cartels out of South America, Central America, the drug cartels, Mexico and Central and South America are Catholic. The Catholic Church is opening the doors, the Pope is opening the doors to the Babylonian mysteries of Dagon. And when you find out what Rome really is and how it is a continuation of the Roman Empire, and that Caesar, under the ancient Roman system, Caesar was called Pontifex Maximus, or the great bridge builder. Well, today that is the term that is given now to the Pope, Pontifex Maximus, the great bridge builder. Bridge builder being because he builds bridges to other nations. Takes over this country, that country, takes over here, and so he's building bridges to the whole world. The bridge builder, Pontifex Maximus, the Holy Father. And let me tell you one thing for damn sure, there is nothing holy in Rome. Ain't never been nothing holy in Rome. We're talking about Caesar. We're talking about pure power, the power of the sword.
COVID is critical because this is what convinces people to accept, to legitimize total biometric surveillance. If we want to stop this epidemic, we need not just to monitor people, we need to monitor what's happening under their skin, their body temperature. Like we walked in here, we had to go through a body temperature test. Now they're using it to see whether you have the coronavirus. But exactly the same technology can determine what you think about the government. You know, anger is a biological phenomena just like disease. It's not some spiritual thing out there. It's a biological pattern in your body. With this kind of surveillance, I mean, you watch the big president, the big leader, gives a speech on television. The television could be monitoring you and knowing whether you're angry or not, just by analyzing the cues, the biological cues coming from your body. Are you angry about what you hear? Are you frightened? Are you bored? This is the kind of power that Stalin didn't have. You know, when Stalin gave a speech, everybody, of course, clapped their hand and smiled. Now, how do you know what they really think about Stalin? It's very difficult. You can't have a KGB agent following everybody all the time. Even if you do it, he's just...
Candy?
You already know if I'm going to take it?
Wouldn't be much of an oracle if I didn't.
But if you already know, how can I make a choice?
Because you didn't come here to make the choice. You've already made it. You're here to try to understand why you made it.
Today, most of the countries in the world are considering using CBDCs. And once this kind of power is unleashed, it may be nearly impossible to reverse it.
Wait, so what are CBDCs?
Central bank digital currencies. Instead of being completely uncontrolled, this money is completely controlled.
Why would banks want to create their own digital money when they already control our paper money?
Because they can't control how you use your paper money. Once it leaves the bank, it becomes hard to trace and nearly impossible to control. CBDCs would allow the government to completely control the money, to spy on everything you buy. Imagine the government taxing you instantly, seizing your money whenever they feel like it. Say the wrong thing in a post, poof, you're a terrorist. And poof, no more money in your bank account.
Sponsor Travis Scott.
Yeah.
That was a huge ritual.
But that ritual, I mean, the stage looked like something out of Hieronymus Bosch.
That was a portal.
Because it looked like a devil's mouth or something, and people were... So that wasn't just a coincidence, because they tried to poo-poo all the criticism, and they said, no, it was just, provocative imagery, but
No, the people that, people like me that we come from that, we knew that was a whole ritual right there. Because I believe he got the power through Satanism and through this type of things. So for him to go to the next level, you have to do something. You have to do some sort of sacrifice. That was a huge thing right there that he did. The platform was a portal. The things, the sounds that they were playing when that was happening, they are really low sounds that open in the spiritual realm portals of death and portals for these demons to enter. So what was happening there, it was a sacrifice, a human sacrifice.
Because people died at this concert.
No, lots of people. People that don't know anything about the spiritual realm, they don't believe in God, in nothing, they said, we felt that something was putting our soul out of us. They felt that there was a weird atmosphere. So it's really interesting that even people that are not spiritual, they were saying it felt like something was pulling us out. We felt suffocated. We couldn't breathe. And I'm like, because you were part of a ritual.
How much did you pay for your first house?
$18,000 for 17 acres.
What year?
1989. When I was a kid, cars were thousands of dollars. A brand new car, like, I don't know, $5,000. I remember seeing ads. Houses were probably, what, 10, 20,000 when I was a kid. A dollar used to actually be worth something. But what happened? You know what happened in 1913? Federal Reserve. Look at a dollar bill. Federal Reserve note, okay? Who's the Federal Reserve? This is their money, right? Who are they? Are they feds? Are they part of the government? Are they a private organization? Are they run by banksters out of Europe? Look back in 1913. See what happened.
I'm looking to. We got to say.
Look at the money. Look up Federal Reserve. It's on your dollar bill. What does it mean? Who is it? Who started it? Are they us? Are they the U.S. government? Or are they something else? Big deal, man.
What's good, Enigmites? Have you ever heard the theory that they have to tell you what they're going to do to us before they do it? Check this out.
In the world of tomorrow, weather control will enrich and safeguard our daily lives. In the foreseeable future, we will conquer more than violent storms. We will turn the destructive elements of today into new sources of power, shaping the land on which we live.
Watch that clip again and pay attention to the opening frame. In the background, they're actually steering a hurricane. And that's a clip from the 1959 Disney World Land of Tomorrow exhibit. And if you know anything about who Walt Disney really was and how important the number 33 was to him, makes perfect sense. Either way, get in the comments. I want to know what you think about it.
You never hear about Jimmy Iovine, Elliot Grange, Lucien Grange, Leo Cohen, Todd Moskowitz. All of these execs, they prop these guys up and they only give them deals if they partake in the debauchery with them, allegedly. And people like Diddy and Eazy-E and Jay Prince and Luke and Russell Simmons, and Baby from Cash Money, let's not forget him. What they've done is they've given people who have taken advantage of black ignorance, black lack of education, black lack of opportunity, giving them the right to monetize our dysfunction and our shame because those individuals I just named, those black music moguls, say it's black culture.
This is one of the reasons it freaked me out. And he was telling me, he goes, dude, one day, he goes, it's just gonna be the right wind, and the fire's gonna start in the right place, and it's gonna burn through LA all the way to the ocean, and there's not a fucking thing we can do about it. I go, really? He goes, yeah, we just get lucky. He goes, we get lucky with the wind. He goes, but if the wind hits the wrong way, it's just gonna burn straight through LA, and there's not gonna be a thing we can do about it. Cause these fires are so...
The alphabet is just symbols put in different sequences that create spells. When creating sentences, you are sentencing someone to your spell. A sentence is to give someone a term. With every word you speak, you are literally casting a spell. A curse of cursive serving like a prison term. It takes real eyes to realize the real lies of how our words can be as deadly as swords. So if you want to know what a word truly means, look below its surface, dissect it, and look at it from many different angles. Words can be viewed forwards, backwards, phonetically, etymologically, with numerology, and split to arrange different anagrams. All languages are a single confused babble mixing different grammatical and phonetic fractals. In other words, words are vibrations.
Not my circus, not my monkeys. But I definitely know the clowns.
that and why?
This is business.
This is my sweat.
I know, but I did business.
Shut up! Shut up!
Apple is the most satanic company ever, and let me tell you why. Do you know the first Mac, when it came out, the iMac, do you know how much it sold for?
I saw this.
How much?
666. Is that serious, but?
It's serious. First
What?
Apple Mac computer sold for $666.
But it's Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs is very particular with numbers and percentages.
Let's say that. What's the logo, bro?
Taking a bite out of the apple. That for me does ring alarm bells, but still not convinced.
That's two.
Okay.
You know Siri?
Yeah.
What is Siri spelled backwards?
Iris?
Iris. What's iris? Your eye.
Okay.
What's like that satanic Illuminati thing? The one eye symbolism. Eye. I'll give you another one. iPhone. iPhone. So you have the iris, which is iPhone, you have the Apple, you have the 666.
I think now I'm convinced.
When you go to college and university or even graduate from high school, you come out what they, as we said, a black robe, which is black for Saturn, the god of Hebrews, and the square mortarboard. The square mortarboard is, of course, Freemasons use mortarboards for their plaster. So that's why you wear a square mortarboard when you become an alumni. It all has to do with Freemasonry. It all has to do with the control of education in this country, the control of our religious thinking, our minds, our government, our money, our lives. Everything from your corner drugstore is influenced by Freemasonry, secret societies, occult orders, and politics of the scientific kind.
My God, look at this. The great iPhone. Is the world really a globe, my friends? Look at this. From the moon cycles to the sun cycles to the crazy northern lights. This is most strange stuff. Could this be proof that the earth could be maybe flat with something covering it? Don't know. You please leave your comments. But this is quite bizarre. It all acts like it is on a flat surface. But this is strange, my friends. You see, what is more mysterious is the humans disagreeing on the shape of the earth where they haven't agreed to all unite as one. You see, it's quite strange, good vibes. So if we all worked out on being one people, full of love and good vibes, it would be easier to figure out the shape of the world. And all this, my friends, could...
The Matrix is...
This is strange. Educate your kids at the right places. This is kindergarten kids in China, my friends. Look at the stuff they are doing. Then this looks like some people in a 5-star hotel, chefs doing great stuff. This is interesting. You see, us in the kindergarten school, my friends, we used to ride the tires. You see, like worn out tires, car tires, or motorcycle tires. Those were the toys that we used to play with. You ride the tire, my friends, running on the field or on the streets. I'm surprised it's like Chinese kindergarten, my friends, is more of like a military or a great update. This is great. They even have table tennis in kindergarten.
Why did 56 countries agree not to go to Antarctica? And why can't planes fly over Antarctica? How did NASA lose the moon landing footage, humanity's biggest moment? If Neil Armstrong was first on the moon, then who took that famous photo? Why haven't we been back to the moon? If apes evolved into humans, why are there still apes around? How come 95% of DNA is considered junk? Who decided it was junk anyway? How did ancient people build massive, precise structures without modern tools or technology? How'd they do it with just hammers and chisels? Why do some Egyptian artifacts look like spaceships? Why are there giant human bones and images found? Why do ancient writings, including the Bible, mention giants across distant cultures? Why do Egyptian artworks show pine cones, oddly resembling the human pineal gland? Why are dragons depicted worldwide in cultures millennia apart, and in the Bible too? Why is there so much blatant demonic symbolism in music and entertainment? Why do most video games center around killing? How can The Simpsons predict specific cultural events so accurately? If we're so advanced, why are obesity, cancer, heart issues, and depression at record highs?
with the jet stream is how it happens. 2020 combined with coronavirus, body stacking. The world is
I do not cook for my husband. I only cook for my children. My husband will be making his own breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Number 2, I do not help him pay any bills. So if he is short on the rent, on utilities, or anything like that, it is not my problem. I will not be helping him out. His job is to provide for his family, so I am not financially contributing to any of the bills. Number 3, I do not do his laundry. I have my own laundry and my children's laundry to do, so he could do his own. I won't help him put it away. I won't help him fold anything. That's his responsibility. I've been crying all morning long. My husband told me that I needed to pack my stuff and out the house. So I have my bag and I'm about to start packing. I literally have nowhere to go. So I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Canon, Sony, Nikon. Thanks for watching all these wonderful souls. Lots of interesting videos today. What a crazy experience. Myself, I've gotten to see things here that, let me say, wow, or mind blowing. Yeah, but all these are for entertainment purposes. You see? Yeah, what is it more you'd like to see from the videos you've just seen? You can leave it in the comment section there, and it will be worked upon by the good vibes soul that finds the videos for us. Now, child of God, to wrap up the show in style, we must give ourselves to the Lord, give thanks, and ask for guidance in the rest of the things we shall be doing. Now, my friend, but before we reach to that point, let's hear what the book tells us about this wonderful, mighty creator. The Lord has sworn by his right hand and by his mighty arm. Never again will I give your grain as food for your enemies, and never again will foreigners drink the new wine for which you have toiled. Oh, my friends, that is from Isaiah 62:8. That means great things are on your way, my friend, and you shall get your portion. Now, interesting child of God, let's talk with our Maker and wrap the show in style. Wonderful Father, Alpha and Omega Father, the Maker of heaven and earth, thank you for your goodness, unending mercies, Father. Thank you for your love. Dear Lord Father, thank you very, very much for this child of yours, today's viewer, whom you've given tolerance, dear Lord, to watch the video up to this point. For that gesture, Father, bless them abundantly. Extend your hand to them, Father. Intervene in their lives. Forgive them all their sins together with us, Father. Be with us at all times and help us to spread love to everyone in the world. In your holy name, Jesus Christ, we pray, trusting and believing. Amen. Till next time, child of God, peace and love be with you. Bye bye.